like these things. They remind me of the Predator. This is the second part of the classic Game Room HD review of Resistance: Fall of Man for the PlayStation 3. This game has a nice variety of grenades as well. You have normal grenades, you have grenades that shoot spikes out of them, you have, my favorite, the grenades that explode into balls of fire and then incinerate everything around them. In the second half of the game, you start making your way towards, surprise, surprise, London, where Nathan Hale, as an American, will have to pay, on average, about $10 for each beer. Now, you can get yourself some good old Theakston's, Old Peculiar, and it's worth every penny. On cask, of course, because it's England and they have those there. We don't have those over here, and that is really upsetting. Now, these aliens are pretty neat. They're kind of a cross between the destroyer droids in Star Wars and the actual aliens from the movie Aliens. The facehugger ones. One of my favorite parts of this game is the way the bodies fly after you throw a grenade at them. This is a terrific first-person shooter that hasn't gotten much national attention for the most part, and it's a lot of fun. Graphically and just the feel of the game reminds me a lot of the Call of Duty series. Primarily on the one I've played is on the Xbox 360. So it feels like a slightly older title. Not quite as open or refined as Bioshock or even Halo 3 in some respects. Personally, I like the gameplay better on this game than Halo 3 for the single-player mode. It's just more of a style that I personally enjoy. A bit more linear than Halo 3. You're confined to a very strict pattern at times, or a very strict walkway to where you're supposed to go. It kind of guides you along. So even though these environments look pretty massive, they're not quite as big as they might seem. I think I had that feeling initially when I started playing it, but once I really got into the game, it didn't bother me. This is sort of a replica of Trafalgar Square here. You see the lions. This game has a fantastic atmosphere, but I couldn't help but wondering if it's really using all the power of the PlayStation 3. Now, if you look at the technical specs, the PS3 should be the most capable machine on the planet. And without starting an interstellar war between Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 fans, all I can say is that the game options on the PS3 just haven't looked quite as enticing. Now, both systems are quite excellent, but there's a couple things on the PS3 that just drive me crazy, and I've been a PlayStation 2 fan for years. First of all, the $400 model does not play PS2 games, and I've seen this firsthand. It plays PS1 games, but not PS2. Now, this is just ridiculous. $400 for this thing, I would expect it to play PS2 games through the HDMI cable. Also, the PS3 $400 game system does not come with component video cables. Or at least I couldn't find them. I was looking for them when I was going to record this review, and I couldn't find them anywhere. Now, on the plus side, the PS3 is a tremendous Blu-ray player. Movies look phenomenal, and this game is phenomenal. So I think if you bought a PS3, you wouldn't be disappointed getting this game and getting Casino Royale or a couple great movies to watch with it. Obviously, it's very expensive, but this game is only on the PS3. Do I think the PlayStation 3 is the best video game console ever made? No. The Sega Genesis is the best video console ever made. But this game is a tremendous first-person shooter and one of the best I've played.